How's it going, boys? TK47 here, and we are back with episode 2 of our Bruins review. And oh my god, hockey is back. I'm excited. More importantly, the Bruins are back, and we had the warm-ups, and the team comes out, and we announce the names, and Char is injured, but he's still out there, and he gets a big cheer, and Julian gets the cheer. Jimmy Hayes is here, and... Wait. We lost? 6-2? 6-2? The Jets? Oh, so frustrating because we had such a great first period. You know, if we could just take that first period and put it in a little bottle, and everyone takes a little sip from that bottle, and we play great for the rest of the year because of that first period. We have so much promise and potential. But then the second period and the very painful third period. If we play like we did in those second and third periods, then this season is going to go downhill very, 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 very quickly. In all honesty, it really was not that bad of an effort because I did see a lot of bright spots in the game. First off, Marchand and Bergeron already look like they're in mid-season form. You know you like the little Marchand, little pirouette, little spinorama thing he did too. You know you like that. One of my favorite parts of the game actually was the Hayes, Connolly, and Spooner line. All of them had really great energy the whole game, and they all played like, they have a lot of things to prove, and they do, though, because Hayes, new guy on the team, Spooner, still trying to earn a spot. He only finished with that half of the year last year, and Connolly, he had a rough start to his career as a Bruin, so all really, really great effort from the three of them in their first game. And I really like the mix on that line. Hayes with the big body, Spooner with the speed and his playmaking ability, and Connolly with that world-class sniping ability. Not much out of the fourth line. Kemppanen looked a little slow, a little nervous for his NHL debut. Kelly did not. I didn't like the way Kelly played. And Ronaldo was a pleasant surprise. He drew that first power play of the game, which was a really nice thing to see because he's usually known for the other things around when he comes to being against the Bruins. But David Pastrnak. Yes, sir. Young Pasta himself. I mean, hell, if the Bruins didn't have a good year last year, the one bright spot was David Pastrnak. And hell, if the Bruins didn't have a good game last night, the one bright spot was David Pastrnak. Just save us. Take us to the promised land, David. Because God knows we need you. Oh, but his speed. Oh, and that shot. And not to mention, he's pretty damn quick, too. That whole Bolesky, Krejci, Pastrnak line was just my favorite part of the night. Bolesky played great for his debut. Krejci, if Krejci stays healthy, we have a legitimate chance at being a very good team this year. And not even, just making the playoffs. Being a legitimate contender this year. Because Krejci is really that good. Oh, and you gotta love the Czech connection. You gotta love it. Pastrnak curls out into the slot, centers a pass, gets a little tipped. Krejci picks it up, puts it on the backhand, and the goal. The first one of the season, the popping of the cherry is always so nice, and it's so nice if David Krejci gets it, especially after the tough year he had last year. And Krejci, the hands. And then Bolesky breaks the puck out of the zone, gets a nice little pass to David Pastrnak. Woo! See you later. That puck is miles past Andrei Pavlik. He's not stopping anyone. He's not stopping that shot. I'll tell you that right now. David Pastrnak I've already told you. You know my deal with David Pastrnak. Anyways, defensively, Krug and McQuaid, they're not a top two pairing. Krug looked good. He looked decent. Krug was okay. McQuaid was McQuaid was McQuaid. He was McQuaid. Morrow and Miller, on the other hand, were impressive. Miller, I really liked how he played coming back off the tough injury he had to his season last year. And Morrow, he looks NHL ready. I was really impressed with Morrow. He looks like he could earn a spot here, especially when Char and Seidenberg come back, which I think was a big loss to this game. If we have Char and Seidenberg, this is a different story. We don't have the defensive errors of Matt Irwin. Irwin was shit. I'm just going to leave it at that. And the worst part about it was that he was bringing Trotman down because Trotman really played great. 41 pull-ups, man. He's the Bruins pull-up champion, Zach Trotman. You know, he deserves better than the defense pairing with Matt Irwin. Rask, he did really well in the first period. You have to save a lot of shots because the Bruins were dominating. He had a really good save on Scheifele on that tip right after the power play. He had a great breakaway save on Ladd, and he got left out to dry by the defense, you know. But that Rask played well. I have nothing bad to say about Rask that game. All in all, it was a really feisty, intense Bruins effort, and although we didn't get the result that we wanted, we really didn't get the result that we wanted. I felt that cohesiveness, that Bruins hockey, especially in the third period, that we were missing a lot of last year because there was just so much to be put down by and not a lot of chemistry in the locker room. It was much different from this uninspiring effort at the end of last season in the first period. The second period and the third period are a different story. It was like a tale of one of two or three periods. You know what I mean. But anyways, the best part of that game was I liked everyone on the roster. I liked the way we rolled out all four lines. I like the defense is a different story because we don't have Chara and Seidenberg right now. But once we make those additions, we're gonna make a lot of jumps up into the stratosphere because that's where it's inevitable. But even Louis Eriksson, who I really don't like as a Bruin, I've never approved of him. He played well. He showed that he belongs to play on that Bergeron and Marchand line, and God knows they've had a host of wingers to play with them the last few years. So anyways, guys, that's going to be the video for today. Who impressed you on the Bruins? Who didn't impress you on the Bruins? Matt Irwin. Remember, drop a like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, keep leaving comments in those comments section. I always like to read them, I always see what you guys like to think. And until next time, I'll see you out in the ice, and screw you, Alex Burmistrov.